to store in the desert. Instead, they give it to us.
Well, it's actually classified by the Environmental Protection Agency as a hazardous industrial waste that they can't put into the water or the rivers because it would be too toxic. They're not supposed to dump it on the land. They can't put it into the air because it's so harmful. And so they sell it to the cities to put in small amounts, they claim.
And by the way, other scientists I've had on have made the point, fluoride in its different permutations is one of the hardest things to get through, to filter, to stop, and that it, in the aggregate, builds up in your yard, in your body, in your house. This is hellish.
It's a bioaccumulative poison.
Oh, that's the word, yes.
Bioaccumulates. And so this is one of the things that the city and other municipalities around the country don't take into account, is that fluoride is bioaccumulative. But this is a toxic industrial waste that the public in the U.S. is not aware is being added to the water supply compared to the natural fluoride mineral salts that are in the water, but at lower concentrations.
And by the way, it says on here for the workers dumping this in the water, don't touch this, it'll burn you, it'll kill you, it's deadly, just make sure they drink it.
And it'll actually, these fluoride compounds actually will penetrate the skin. They're very toxic.
Well, I mean, just studying nerve gases that the military developed, most of them are fluoride-based, so I don't understand how they're putting it in our water.
Well, that was kind of, it's bad science, it's whatever you want to call it, but there's no epidemiological studies where you've had a fluoridated community on these specific industrial waste products where they've looked for possible health effects. But 3 years ago at the Harvard Medical School, 4 researchers published a paper in a journal on cancer in which they compared they found higher levels of bone cancer, osteosarcoma, a rare type of cancer, in boys 7 to 8 years of age in a fluoridated community compared to a non-fluoride drinking community. So they found that there was elevated rates of osteosarcoma, and you know, the study has some limitations because they looked at a small group of people. But
there's a whole bunch of studies around the world.
Yes, we know that fluoride is extremely toxic, and there's definitely concerns that it is a human cancer-causing.
Well, have you heard the new thing? They're now saying mercury's good for you because it's coming out that it's in half the corn syrup. That's Washington Post. It's coming out that it's in many products. So the new spin is that mercury's actually good for you. I'm not kidding. Guys, go to YouTube and Google news says mercury good for you. I'm going to play that off Local News Austin because I don't want the doc to think I'm making this up. You're going to see Fred Cantu tell you that mercury's good for you here in just a moment. But please continue.
Well, anyway, so there's actually many studies. 3 years ago, the National Research Council had a panel of 13 scientists who are experts in toxicology, epidemiology, fluoride, and chemistry, and they did a 3-year review of over 1,100 studies worldwide about the dangers of fluoride in drinking water. They didn't look specifically at fluoridation, the adding of fluoride to the drinking water. They looked at the whole issue of fluoride toxicology. And they basically determined that the EPA's maximum contaminant level of 4 parts per million is not protective of human health.